Hey, everybody, welcome to this week's Star Report. This is Jason here at New Dimensions Crystals and Reiki in downtown Brenham, Texas, with weird things popping up on the screen. Yeah. So we are having the Star Report for October the 22nd through October the 28th, 2025. And as usual, our sun continues to mess with us. However, it is active in the opposite directions of the planet. But it has been active with solar flaring. So you might feel a little sparky, a little bit agitated by that, but the CMEs have not been Earth directed. There was a very large CME, which is causing a proton storm, which might slow down some internet, make you feel a little hazy today. But that went off the backside with a large CME. But even when it blasts off the other side, there's all these magnetic circles where it draws in a lot of the proton power. So that's why it still affects the planet, even though it's not Earth facing. There is a coronal hole that will be here by the weekend. So that magnetic lock increases the activity of pressure, sort of some sluggishness, causes earthquakes on the physical planet. But the whole coronal hole stream, so once it gets Earth facing, then the plasma coming out of it has to take a couple days to get here. So that'll probably be early next week when that happens. So pay attention to the sun. The sun continues to be the biggest influence. We are currently in Libra today, but Scorpio tomorrow. So alchemically, our zodiac sign is moving from the kidneys and bladder and stuff like that into our sexual organs and glands. So pay attention to that sort of shift in energy. I wonder why everybody has all these winter babies or babies that start in the fall. So that might be some of the things that are going on. And it might just be cyclical stuff too. It doesn't necessarily have to be attraction or use out of those things. That's kind of smoky, and it's even way over there. Incense. Now we're currently in 1, 2, 3, 4 retrogrades: Neptune, Saturn, Chiron, and Uranus, influencing our spirituality, our rules, our hearts, and our underworld, our hidden things, inner world. Sometimes some people call that their shadow. So pay attention to those kind of energies. In retrogrades are really sort of examinations of how are those functioning, what are they doing, are they giving you any information? And then when things move direct, like Pluto did last week, then that energy starts to just move forward, and rather than review, you act. So just sort of pay attention to that energy, which leads us into today, the 22nd of October. Today is the peak of the Orionids. That would be meteorites that come from Orion. So you should be able to see those between midnight and dawn, looking towards Orion's belt. That's easy to find in the sky if it's in your sky. The Orionids or Orionids, whatever they are, however you'd like to pronounce that, are really sort of triggering ancient memories, and then sort of our spiritual advancement, right? So all that alignment and stuff that all the ancient sites sort of like Orion's a big thing, right? So you want to think not necessarily that there's beings or things coming from it, but the energy that is generated from those sources triggers our electromagnetic and biochemical body to be more aligned with spiritual things. So yeah, that should be a fun day or a fun evening tonight when those sort of peak. And of course, those cause weird dreams, sometimes spiritual enlightenment that comes from those dreams. And sometimes it causes sleep to be disrupted because there's so much spiritual energy coming in. So if you wake up in the middle of the night, that is fine. Go out and look at the Orionids. All right. Moves us into tomorrow, Thursday, 10:23. The sun surges after the micromoon, right? So whenever the micro new moon sort of happens, we sort of have this uh, new blast of solar energy. And so you want to really be paying attention on Thursday to the solar plexus just below the sternum, and the thymus might be activated and energized, right? So the ability to sort of control, or the desire to sort of control or to realign or take control of your life might be driving you on Thursday. And then thymus is sort of the energy to sort of manifest that and make that happen. So look for that looks like a fun Thursday after a sleepless spiritual Wednesday evening. Moves us into Friday, the 24th of October. The moon is going to be opposing Uranus and sextiling Pluto. And it can make you feel a little funky, a little far out, a little eccentric, a little bit different. But also, let's see, what is it? It might be sort of triggering sentimentalism, making you feel sentimental. There we go. That's the word. And that sort of sentimentalism is, sort of longing for a better day, longing for old times, longing for yada, 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 sentimentality. And of course, when we have spiritual awakenings, we always get sentimental because sometimes spiritual awakenings are hard and it means the world's different. We have to readjust our interactions with it. So, yeah, Friday might be fun for that. It leads us into Saturday, the 25th of October. The moon's going to be sextiling Venus. And so, love and relationships are at the forefront. Connections to those, all that kind of stuff. Mercury is also trining Saturn. Um, so you could be sort of readjusting rules and communication around relationships. What else did I put there? I think that's it. Yeah. So that was a quick day. That was easy. Moves us into Sunday. The moon's going to be squaring Saturn and Neptune. And Saturday, or excuse me, Sunday. It's already causing the stuff because I'm thinking about it, living in the future. On Sunday, that square of Saturn and Neptune from the moon can bring about brain fog. And then also that sort of brain fog is sort of disorientating to the bowels. So your gut health might be modulating on Sunday. So pay attention or stay close to a toilet or something like that. Leads us to Monday, the 27th. The moon squares Venus. Is that the moon? No. Yeah, it is the moon. Moon squares Venus. I thought it was Mars squares Venus, but maybe it's the moon squares Venus. My handwriting is terrible today, but I'm pretty sure it says moon. So I'm arguing with myself. Oh my God, it's like I'm living in the future again. Um, that square with Venus, arguments are likely probably between loved ones, um, mothers and children, probably also peaking that, right? So if you got kids, or if you are a mom, or if you happen to be talking with your mom this weekend, that kind of energy could be, I don't like the way you raised me, mama, or whatever that might be. Might be what happens on Monday. Sounds like a good start to the week next week. Leads us into Tuesday, last day of the report, October the 28th, almost till Halloween. Mars is going to be trining Jupiter. That trine is really Mars, is really about feeling vigorous, excited, energetic. But the moon is also opposite Jupiter. And so that vigor might be a agitation or a clash against rules or shoulda, coulda, woulda. Um, yeah. And so maybe that sort of trigger is really against rules and laws, right? So interpersonally, if you don't have any of that stuff, sort of look for that to be culturally or cosmically a day to pay attention to for political clashes and whatnot. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Uh, Sorry, I was gone last week. I really do think I'm going to be here all week this week. So go ahead and stop by the shop 11 to 5, Wednesday through Saturday. I already have a couple appointments booked after and before work this week. So if you're trying to get into that, newdimensionscrystals.com. I appreciate all of y'all watching. I appreciate y'all coming by the shop. And until next week, everybody, many blessings. Oh, missed the button. Many blessings again.